Hey everyone, welcome back to Adventures with Edna. I'm Chris, and a day of reckoning is upon us. Something that we never ever wanted to do is happening today. We gotta pull this head, which is something I never wanted to do. And if you know why, you know why. But if you don't know why, it's because of this head. I had to replace this one years ago before we started the channel when I cracked it right here when we added the heater. So I got a new head, and that's why this one's always been red. And a bolt broke off, and I spent the next 3 weeks trying to get it out. So I've always been afraid to take off the other head because I thought I ruined the engine, and I didn't think there was going to be much coming back from that. So unfortunately, we have to pull this head today. And the reason being is before we went to the car show on Saturday, I needed to change the oil, and I didn't have time, so I just figured I would top it off. And when I pulled the cap, we found this, which means we have coolant in our oil, and it's all down the tube there too. So I did a little diagnosis yesterday and found that we have coolant in the number 5 cylinder, which is not good. It looks like it's coming from up here somewhere because it's wet all the way up there down to here. So we got to change this head gasket. That's the best case scenario. And even though I am equipped to pull this head myself, because on a Flathead V8, it's a relatively simple job because all you have to do is drain the coolant, disconnect this hose, pull your spark plugs and all your head bolts, and you're in there. The problem is there's a really high likelihood that this bolt and this bolt will break because this head's been on here for at least 40 years now without having been taken off. So that's what I'm worried about. So we're going over to Doug's house today. Should a head bolt break, he's much better equipped to handle such things than I am. So we're going to go over there. That way, if that happens, we can get it out. But we're keeping our fingers crossed for several reasons, because we want this to go as smoothly as possible. We don't want to break any head bolts, and we want it to for sure be a blown head gasket, because anything worse than that, I might have to sell a kidney to keep Edna on the road. And I don't want to do that. I like my kidneys, but I also like Edna. So sometimes we got to make these hard decisions. So I got Edna loaded up. I cleaned this side of the engine off with a little bit of gunk. Got that all, I mean, not that it was really all that dirty, but I figured what the hey. We got our shop manual. We got our gasket kit, which has the new head gasket in it. I believe I've told you guys before, if you don't just happen to have an engine gasket kit, get one, because a head gasket's going to cost you just that much. The whole kit is actually fairly cheap, or at least it was when I bought mine, and it comes in handy because you seem to always have a gasket when you need one, at least the first time. I brought my impact just in case. I got the Teflon tape. I got all new head bolts. So we're prepared for a head gasket replacement. And I've got Mary's lunch here because she forgot her lunch, and I'm going to run that to her first. But unfortunately, for all of this headache, Edna's running great. And like, she sounds great, running great. I don't feel any loss of power, but we've definitely got coolant in the oil, which is not cool. So I did get to take Mary for a test drive yesterday. She hadn't got to ride in it since all the kill mat went in there. So we're hoping to have this whole project done today and not have any real problems. So let's head over to Doug's. I'm on the correct way on it, yeah. Oh, it's moving. Holy crap.
He'd come right off of that one.
probably right. Yep, broke off.
Son of a...
That is not a good start. It's very sooty.
That's the center port with the exhaust.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the one.
One down, 18 to go.
I think it's 24. So we should have 23 to go.
That one don't look no better.
Are we unscrewing?
Yep. I hear it squeaking the threads.
Yeah, it's getting wet. Nope, about to drop it.
And there went the washer.
There went the washer.
Bye-bye.
Because that's probably the least of our worries. We just gotta remember it's down there. There's no... Something people don't like about these is they don't have any of the typical, you know, the little things that go through, the little dowels. Yeah, that's the word.
Hold on to it, because I'm getting ready to flop it in the floor.
Oh, it's too hot. We got it. Like, it didn't burn me, but I wasn't going to be able to keep my hand there long. I'm going to need either gloves or a towel or something to lift it out of there.
I already broke it loose. I mean, as soon as I touched it, it come loose.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So apparently the head gasket don't have no monster. See, go behind your wire. There you go.
In there. It's not an original style head gasket, which, I mean, consider it. Oh. I got a cracked valve too.
What do you mean a cracked valve?
See the first one? A little crack in it right there.
You don't want that to be there. That's cracking the block. Maybe there.
There's a crack there and a tiny one next to it.
Oh, I see it now. That's in the valve, yeah, itself. That ain't gonna do nothing but get worse. That one right there is, see the white spot on that one?
Mm-hmm.
That one's probably been leaking too. It's amazing that hadn't been leaking. You know what you need to do right now? Pull the intake off into those valves.
How do you feel about that one?
How do I feel about what?
The broken stud.
Oh, it ain't nothing. It's sticking up. Ain't nothing to that. That's much easier than down in the hole. Just will get you a scraper and start scraping that gasket. Let's get all that cleaned up.
Where's your scraper at?
Wouldn't hurt to spin it over in there and blow all that water out them cylinders.
You may bump it real quick?
Yep, just bump it. Don't yeah. Just bump. Let it just push them out. Don't run over me.
Yeah, I just heard it.
One more time. Good. Stopped in exactly the same spot every time.
Really?
Uh-huh. Get to scraping.
Oh, I didn't realize they were sitting in front of me here.
Get to scraping, man. What's wrong with you?
Moving. Doug's been resting too long. He's fired up about this project.
Well, I figured it'd be a lot simpler than it is. I really didn't anticipate a valve scenario. I was kind of anticipating a broken bolt scenario, but
I guess since you're at the front, I should be doing the back.
I done hit it. If I had a fly cutter, we could set these heads up in the middle over there and shave them down and bump the compression. I don't have a fly cutter. This one might be sharper than that one. I've sharpened this one. I haven't sharpened that one. I sharpen them just like you sharpen a chisel.
Yeah. You want to swap or?
You try this one. You try. Go ahead and try that. She ain't nowhere near clean.
I guess I'll call Ken and see if he's got one exhaust valve, if you please.
All right, let me have it. I don't know what you handed me. Okay, gotcha. I can hold it.
Okay.
I'm good.
It's flaming hot.
One thing about it, it's hot. Cut him off. So you can pull, push, yeah. There you go. Wouldn't hurt nobody's feelings to get a second wrench and hook to it. It's moving. I see it going down.
Really?
Oh, you look like it was.
Might need a second thing. I feel like I don't have much leverage.
You got it right there. Nope. 180, turn it, rotate it 100. There you go. Now lean it to the rear. Drop it in. There you go.
Came off.
I see that. Put your knuckles in the block in the front.
What's that?
Put your knuckles against the front of the block. There you go. Now work it. You aren't hitting the washer at all at the top. If you run your finger across it to see how much difference there is, it's going to be hot. You got to be fast. Give it some more wires, less wire speed, the 460 number, the 4 whatever it is.
Is it 407?
Turn it down about 350. Let's see what happens. Ho. Nope, need more.
More wire?
Yep, turn it about 450. Go, 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 go. Much better.
Ooh, look at that heat.
Burn up my vanadium wrench. My chromium vanadium. Either it's falling off or it's turning.
I see movement. Everything off that time.
That's not a bad thing. It just means we don't have to grind it off. I don't understand why it didn't have a better bite on that washer.
All right, so where are we with Edna? Well, we're further along than the video shows because we're not in a good situation right now with the engine. Well, we are further along, but obviously a little stressed out about this. So we've done more than we have videoed because at one point it kind of was like, well, how important is this to video? Because I feel like we're just kind of screwing up at the moment a little bit. But we are further along. We don't have the bolt out yet. It's coming, but it ain't out yet. We're going to get back on that tomorrow, allegedly. But we do have some valves, courtesy of Last Chance Garage. Al hooked me up. He hooked me up with some valves that will probably be close, as opposed to just getting a new valve. We got some good takeouts, so we're going to see which one's going to work the best. So I do feel a little better on the cracked valve situation. The bolt, we're currently drilling it out, but it's not out yet. We ran out of time. Had people I had to pick up, and we haven't been able to get back on it yet. So a couple of days has gone by. However, we're in the middle of vinegar bath on the intake and the head, which needed to be done. It does feel a little overly presumptuous or overly optimistic, depending on how you want to look at it, since we don't have the bolt out yet. So we may end up with pretty new head and intake without an engine to go on. But I don't want to be that negative. To some extent, a lot of things kind of seem pointless until that bolt's out. But we have time. Well, I shouldn't say we have time. We currently have less than 3 weeks to have Edna back up and running to make it to the Grand Nationals. So, I mean, stuff still has to get done, like the painting. Well, not the painting. Getting this intake cleaned up. So it's been in there for over 48 hours now. So we're about to take that out, get that cleaned up, and see how well that's going to come along. I've made myself some temporary shade. We're not that far with the. So basically, on my lean-to, I threw a 4x8 sheet of plywood up here to give me a little bit of shade. So that we have the head and the intake sitting in vinegar now. I had to go back and get 2 more gallons over what we already used. from the short you may have already seen. So now we're getting ready to take that out and get everything cleaned up and ready to go back on, because like I said, we're not going to be able to get back on Edna until tomorrow. So here's our somewhat of a reveal. Some of it has evaporated out a little bit, so it's not as high as it was. But we got some purple power, and we're going to see where we can get with this. So let me get the brush that I was using. And let's clean this stuff up. I don't have a lot of experience with working with vinegar. I didn't have any faith that it was going to do anything. But I went out and I bought myself some cheap gloves, because I figured, if it's eating rust off of this stuff, you might not want to have it in your hands for too long. So I got these at Dollar General for $2.75 for one size fits most. I've got those great gloves that I got from Daniel that are a large, but I need an extra large, because they were just cutting off circulation in my hands, and I felt like I couldn't get much done because my hands kept tiring out. So hopefully these will at least be somewhat okay. I'll go back to Daniel's. Yeah, they're going to be a little tight, but they're not as thick as the ones I got from Daniel. But they should do a little bit of good as far as getting some stuff cleaned up. So let's pull our intake out of here. Yeah, I didn't think this stuff was going to do anything, but it definitely looks a lot better than it did a few days ago. Put that right there. It's like a rinse. Rinsing with more vinegar. This is still somewhat kind of flimsy, this basket, or the tote, because I want it to... See, look at these bolts. Look how well they clean up. Like, I'm not putting much effort in here. I've got newish looking metal. I haven't figured out how I'm going to handle the intake yet. Well, the head yet, which is still submerged. I hadn't even seen it yet, because it's got all the passages in it, which just has some, but not a lot. I flicked it on myself. But I feel like we got pretty good coverage of all this. This part really didn't get under there much, and I didn't get this high, and I got to replace this gasket anyway. Like I said, I didn't think this was going to do that much. Matter of fact, I thought I was wasting my time. This intake has always looked terrible. So this will be the first time it ever looks good. Yes. We'll just take these out and drop them in there. I gotta get around them anyway. Maybe I shouldn't just drop them so they don't splash in my face. The oil fill tube isn't exactly... See, you can pull that right out. So I kind of wasn't overly concerned about it being submerged, because I can just degrease it and paint it. I'm pretty sure I have some black. Picked up a 6-pack of these brushes, 3 and 3, different textures on them from Harbor Freight for $2.99. Because we cheap. I think the cheapest brush by itself at Home Depot was like $5.99. I was like, it's a kind of a wear item. I didn't need like a high dollar brush to do this. Had to go help Mary, but I'm back now. Good thing I bought the cheap gloves. Oh, that's right. I flipped it. That's why I can't find it.
I can't move the wheel thing, but I figured you can do that after you get done with this.
What wheel thing?
With the dirt.
Oh, the wheelbarrow.
Dude, it wasn't open right now, and I ordered all the stuff.
That definitely looks better.
So how are you going to get down in the holes? Are the holes not like that?
I'm not too worried about the holes. No, at least not these holes. Maybe the ones on the other side.
What's this?
Not really sure. I guess that's just part of the casting.
Looks weird since it basically screwed it in. But that's not something that comes off, is it?
No. I'm pretty sure it's somehow part of the casting. I just don't know what it is.
Who said something?
Looks like L140. And then whatever that is.
Well, I'm sorry, you could ask me some more questions.
You can ask questions if you want. Nobody said you can't hang out with me. In fact, I think I'm going to stop recording here and just keep working. Because even if I hyperlapse this, I still have to have that much footage to go through. I don't want to have 2 hours of footage to hyperlapse and then cut up. Alright, I figured you guys could only watch so much scrubbing, even on hyperlapse. But I decided to put this one back in, I guess until tomorrow, because it wasn't fully submerged. So I felt like as I got towards the back, it wasn't as good as the front. So that one's soaking again. The head has actually been under the whole time. So it's coming along pretty good now. It currently has purple power on it. I gave the whole thing a good scrub, but the carbon deposits in here was pretty good. As far as the head gasket leaking, that would be this cylinder here. I feel like there is a significant amount of pitting here at the top, which this head actually does have a pretty good bit throughout, but I felt like it was worse above here and maybe over here, even though it wasn't leaking there. So that might have something to do with it, but the purple power seems to be having a pretty good effect on it. I'm going to let it soak a little bit longer, and then I think we're going to break out the pressure washer. Probably go maximum kill. Guess I'm gonna have to keep scrubbing on the carbon deposits. Yeah.
I think she's trying to show you her.
Looks like that stuff came out, that gap you were worried about. Definitely gonna have to do something about this flash rusting, but for the time being, we're still cleaning. So it's a minor inconvenience. It's looking a lot better than it started out. Mr. Henley?
I made another ticket.
Cool. Which one's will go the farthest?
They both go the
The same speed?
The yellow one's the fastest.
Get it back in the shade and do some more shredding. Actually, what came out is all the coolant chambers, coolant passages. Yeah, all that's coming off. Allegedly, unless it just couldn't be covered up by the mucky perk pile. That's there.
Help. Go and say the orange stuff inside it.
Well, I can only do so much there. Let's soak aluminum again. Maybe some carb cleaner, take out the last of it.
Why is it bubbling?
What's the reaction? Apparently, through this part of the video, I forgot to turn on my microphone. So we're just going to dub over the top. But I think this is about as clean as I can get it. So we're going to go ahead and start plugging things up and getting it ready for paint and primer. Primer and paint. And you might be wondering why I haven't pulled the thermostat out, which I plan to, because I figured that gasket, I don't know how much penetration the vinegar gets, but it could be tainted right now. So probably want to replace that. But, at the moment, it's blocking off an area that I would have to cover up and paint anyway. So why not just paint it on here? And then we'll just take it off to change the gasket. So we'll get our masking tape on the bottom here where our head surface is. We'll get it all cut to fit because this head can be seen from other sides. So you kind of gotta, you can't just put it on a flat surface, paint it, and be done. So you got to kind of flip it over while you're working on it. But we're going to get it clean. Well, not clean, but going to get it primed and painted here so that way it looks much better when it goes back on. I cut out the part of me shaking the can, but I don't know if on this part, if you guys want the sound effects or not of the can, I could just sit here and go. But that's probably not as interesting. Maybe we'll just go with some music. All right. It's had a pretty good bit of dry time. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it feels good now. Yeah, I feel good about that. So now we just need a running engine to put it on. Well, that's about all we can get done for today. Got to put the shifter bushings in Venom tomorrow over at Petty's Garage. So that should be fun. Been quite a while since I've done that. I've actually never had to do it on Venom. I did it on my old BMW Rogue. So that's tomorrow's project, and then hopefully that won't take that long, and then we can get back on getting this bolt at Edna. So we're going to go ahead and call it here. Don't forget, guys, adventures are out there everywhere. You just have to find them. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Patreon if you want to help support the channel there. We really do appreciate it a lot. The Facebook page has actually really been growing lately. We've had quite a few new people that have started following us there, so that's been really, really awesome. We feel really good about that. So definitely check us out there if you don't already. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.